100 million online, a staggering pace, but for
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a really deep, diagnostic look at the B2B infrastructure that is fundamentally changing how international beauty sourcing operates. We're zeroing in on the Cosmobeauty Seoul trade ecosystem, and specifically, we're going to see how the avalinks platform is bridging that massive gap between global procurement demands and verified South Korean supply chains. Now, if you're an international sourcing director, a global beauty distributor, or a brand manager, you already know the deal. You know South Korea is the absolute epicenter of beauty innovation, but actually finding the right partner, well, that's a whole different story, isn't it? Let me ask you something. When your team gets tasked with sourcing verified cosmetics manufacturers or maybe some advanced aesthetic technology from South Korea, do you ever just find yourself spending weeks, or let's be real, hundreds of hidden labor hours, sorting through unverified websites, generic cold emails, and confusing trade catalogs? Are you kind of just hoping to stumble across a truly reliable supplier? That is exactly the pain point we're dissecting today. The demand for high-performance beauty tech and cosmetics is literally at an all-time high, but the friction involved in actually securing these supply chains, it's incredibly taxing. Okay, let's dive into this, because the real issue isn't a lack of beauty innovation or manufacturing capability over in South Korea, not at all. It's the sheer volume of administrative noise. This friction really breaks down into three core bottlenecks. First up, we have the data void, where you're forced to just sift through thousands of outdated, completely unvetted online listings. Next is the qualification lag, those massive, frustrating delays in verifying a supplier's actual capabilities. And finally, the communication loop. We have all been there, right? Getting trapped in these low-context, generic email sequences with unvetted intermediaries instead of actually establishing direct, high-value partnerships. Now, of those three, the qualification lag is arguably the most brutal for your supply chain agility. You just cannot afford to spend weeks trying to figure out if a premium skincare brand offers immediate export-ready formulations or if a packaging house actually has custom tooling infrastructure. More importantly, you need to know, instantly, if an innovator is fully compliant with international medical standards. We're talking FDA in the US, MOCRA for cosmetics modernization, or CPNP registration in Europe. Without that immediate verification, establishing a high-value partnership is virtually impossible. So this is where the physical landscape meets digital infrastructure. The Cosmobeauty Seoul 2026 exhibition over at COEX is the premier physical gathering of Korean beauty manufacturers, suppliers, and tech innovators. But here's the thing, a trade show only lasts a few days, right? The solution we're exploring today is how avalinks has taken this massive physical trade landscape and brilliantly structured it into a digitally discoverable, year-round, totally frictionless gateway. To completely eliminate that administrative noise we just talked about, avalinks has elegantly mapped this complex ecosystem into 7 clean, highly targeted B2B sectors. We're talking everything from cosmetics manufacturers and aesthetic devices to biomedical beauty, packaging, raw ingredients, all the way through to export logistics and regulatory consulting. Each sector essentially acts as a self-contained marketplace. So as a buyer, you know exactly where to look based on your operational focus, completely bypassing the traditional gatekeepers. Starting off with Group 1, cosmetics manufacturers and OEM/ODM. Within this specific sector, that qualification lag, it completely disappears. Imagine the relief of finding exactly what you need, instantly. If you're looking for functional wellness ingredients, boom, you instantly connect with AceM. Need to pivot to professional, clinical-grade aesthetic skincare? Noah Cosmetic is right there. For high-volume private label scaling, you've got Charming Cosmetic Ltd providing extensive supply infrastructure, while Assemblio handles advanced, specialized precision assembly. You immediately know their exact export-ready capabilities without the guesswork. Moving right along to Group 2, aesthetic devices and technology. And this brilliantly illustrates how the platform ensures total quality in what is a highly regulated space. You aren't just finding generic factories here. You're finding COSTAC-listed providers like Lamadec for certified premium laser technology. You've got real innovators like AceM engineering advanced stem cell systems, IceLinker handling specialized temperature-controlled post-treatment cooling equipment, and Xenohelix delivering surgical-grade biological systems. These aren't just concepts, these are fully validated, export-ready engineering firms. Next up, we're grouping together Groups 3 and 4, Bioskincare and Packaging Solutions. It's actually fascinating to think about the synergy here. On the formulation side, you've got these incredible advanced biological materials. We're talking Dacoma's clinical biocellulose sheet technology and Dr. Estra's highly validated dermatological barrier repair systems. But as we know, a great formula needs a great vessel, right? So on the packaging side, you can instantly connect with KR Co. Limited for custom injection molding. They have over 2,000 pre-designed molds ready to go, or Sanso Julong, who are out there pioneering eco-friendly, metal-free, all-plastic dispenser pumps to meet those really strict global sustainability metrics. Diving a bit deeper into the supply chain, here is Group 5, Ingredients and Formulation Solutions. So the crucial point is that formulating for today's market absolutely means prioritizing clean, sustainable chemistry. In this group, you find verified suppliers who are actively solving complex formulation challenges. Take Sunjin Beauty Science. They offer innovative clean beauty powder technologies and inorganic UV filters that perfectly align with strict global clean beauty trends. Meanwhile, Activon provides bioactive functional materials and green glycols, which serve as natural preservative alternatives to synthetic chemicals. You can source all these eco-certified elements directly. Finally, we pivot to Groups 6 and 7. Logistics, services, and consulting. Let's move to and see how this builds the ultimate frictionless journey from a Korean port all the way to international retail. Step 1. Logistics. Active biological ingredients obviously need temperature control, so K-Beauty Gateway Logistics jumps in to provide specialized climate-controlled cold chain storage and international freight forwarding. Step 2. Validation. The Bioclinical Efficacy Testing Lab, or BCET, executes human-validated trials and safety diagnostics, meaning you can legally substantiate your marketing claims. Step 3. Compliance. The Global Regulatory Compliance Center, or GRCC, navigates all those complex legal frameworks to secure your MACRA, FDA, and CPMP market access. It's a truly complete end-to-end export pathway. You know, the true beauty of this entire ecosystem is just its absolute accessibility. If you're a sourcing director or a distributor looking to lock in your next major supply partner, you don't actually need to fly to Seoul, and you definitely don't need to wade through unverified directories. Through the avalinks free app, you can instantly browse these curated, fully vetted profiles. You can analyze formulation solutions, engineering capabilities, and global readiness at a glance, literally right from your device. Which really brings us to our final thought for today. The South Korean beauty and technology market is incredibly vast, but that administrative noise, it just doesn't have to hold your supply chain back anymore. The ecosystem is finally structured, the suppliers are verified, and the gateway is wide open. So are you ready to discover your next verified global partner? Download the app, bypass all that friction, and secure your supply chain today. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will see you next time.